Here we go. Here we are. Again, just like I say every day. I don't know how long. I don't know if anyone's going to show up to this. I don't know if anyone will be here. If anyone is going to hop on. But if you are here, hello and welcome. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it looks like I got my audio set up properly. Let's look at the chat. If you can hear me, if you can see me, comment yes, I can hear you, I can see you, so that I know that I am not just talking to myself for the heck of it. If you can hear me, you can see me, comment, hear you, see you. If you have questions for me, certainly leave them in the comment section down below or wherever you're seeing this. But this is probably going to be a relatively short message, but I think it's a really important message. So if you can hear me, you can see me, comment, yes, I can hear you, I can see you. I think this is a message that a lot of people need to hear. This isn't going to be like preachy or anything like that, just a simple conversation. So comment, yes, I can hear you, yes, I can see you. It looks like there are a few people that are on YouTube, so let me know you can hear me, you can see me. I would appreciate it. And this is going to be an extension of the email that I sent out a little bit earlier. This is going to be an extension of the Facebook post that I made a little bit earlier. It's going to be, I think it's really important for people and their success going into 2024. So one final call, if you can hear me, you can see me. If you can hear me, most importantly, comment, I can hear you. But what I want to just quickly talk about is the mistake that a lot of people make going into 2024, whenever the new year. One of the biggest mistakes people make is they say, hey, new year, new me. And I think this is a huge problem. I think it's a huge problem for a number of reasons. The first reason is Happy New Year, Computer World Modern. I can hear you. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I think one of the biggest problems is people think that they're just going to make this switch and go from, hey, Heather, how's it going? They're just going to flip a switch and become a completely new person. And that's a huge problem. That's a huge mistake that a lot of people make. They think that they're just going to be able to magically go from being a person that's a couch potato, or they're going to go from a person that has been thinking about starting an online business to boom, all of a sudden they've got an online business. What I think you should do instead is say, I'm going to be the exact same person. Happy New Year. Psychological facts. I hope you're doing well. If you guys have questions, definitely post them. I'll answer them in a moment. But I think that what everyone should strive to do is just be a little bit better than you were yesterday. Be a little bit better than you were in 2023. That is going to be the key to your success. And the reason being is it takes years to become a completely new person. It can take a decade. So, people say, hey, it's 2024, it's the new year. I'm going to magically just become this go-getter. I'm going to magically lose weight. I'm going to magically start making money online and have an online business. You're setting yourself up for disaster. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. You're setting yourself up for failure. What you should strive to do, and what I strive to do, is be 1% better every single day. I think being 1% better, striving to be 1% better is going to be the best way to ensure your success. A couple examples. A person will say, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna lose 20 pounds. They go to the gym. They spend the New Year's Eve looking up all of these different workout regimens. They go to the gym and they do all these workout regimens. They go full bore. And then that's day one. On day two, they're so sore that they got to skip a day. and then they've got to skip 2 or 3 days. And before you know it, they're right back in that same old cycle. Will you be merging predictable profits into your system? Yes, I am, Heather. All of that stuff is going to be merged in the next few months. And so a person that says, I'm going to go to the gym and lose 20, 30, 40 pounds winds up not losing any weight because their goal was to become a new them. When in reality, and this applies to anything. This applies to making money online, which I'll get to in just a moment. But in reality, instead of trying to be a completely new person, work on incremental change. Get in the habit of getting up and going to the gym, or getting up and awesome, great to hear. Get in the habit of getting up and going to do that thing, because at least in my experience, going to the gym is much harder than once you get inside the gym. There was a story a while ago, a long time ago. I had seen somebody say that what they did was, in order to form a habit of 21 days, thanks for the likes, I appreciate it. They got up and they just went to the gym and they left. They didn't lift any weights. They didn't do any walking or anything like that. The physical act of going to do that thing was a huge change in their life. And so instead of trying to become this whole new person overnight, because that's what you're telling yourself. You're telling yourself on December 31st of 2022 or 2023, I'm person A. I am someone that is not motivated to work on my business. I am someone that is just, making excuses to, on 2024. Happy New Year to you too. Great, Ashlyn. 2024, I am all of a sudden just going to be a titan of industry. I'm going to knock down all of these different things that I have been putting off for weeks and months. And that's not going to happen. What will happen is you start off really strong for the first week or two. And then by that third week, you're back into the same old thing that you've been doing. So I think anybody that's successful, they manage their expectations. I think that they strive to be 1% better. Now, your 1% at the end of 2024 is going to look much different than your 1% today, as long as you keep working and keep building. And so what I think you should do is set a course for yourself. And we can talk about the course that you set for yourself. The course can be really simple, but it's small incremental changes that will have this huge difference on your business. For example, one of the biggest changes that you can make is stop watching things. Stop watching YouTube. Stop watching TikTok. Stop watching TV. So if you watch TV, what you could do, and you'll be surprised, you record how much TV you're watching. Record, okay, I'm sitting down and watching TV for 6 hours. That's a lot, 6 hours per day. So instead of watching TV, this rest of this week, you record how much TV you're watching. Let's say you're watching 3 hours of TV per day. You go to work, you make dinner, you come home, and you realize I'm watching TV from 7 to 10. Okay, so now we understand my habit. Next week, instead of watching TV for 3 hours, cut it down to 1 hour, or cut it down to 2 hours. So when you cut it down to 2 hours, you're going to have this gap and this void that you can fill. And then you can start filling it with other things that are productive. I'm a huge proponent that when you want to make this sort of change, you're going to have to start giving stuff up. So week 1, record your habits. Write down everything that you do from the time that you wake up. Don't record your bathroom breaks. From the time that you wake up, from the time that you go to bed, record what you do. And you'll see that there is things that you could weed out and not miss. Again, the easiest thing would be, I spend an hour watching reruns of The Office. I can cut that out. And now I have an hour free that I can start doing something else. What I also think that you should do is start paying attention to the world around you. Pay attention to what people are doing and saying. Because once you look at what's going on around you, you'll be able to see opportunity. Because most people are consumers. Most people enjoy spending money. And if you're looking to make a shift into starting an online business or making money, you can look and see what other people are doing, and then you'll start seeing ways to monetize it. On my TikTok feed, I've had a lot of people doing workout, weightlift type stuff. In fact, that's basically been my entire feed for the last week. But I recommend that whatever you're doing in your daily life, just listen to what people are saying and start thinking about ways of monetizing those things. So people are spending a lot of time talking about their family. People are spending a lot of time talking about daycare and how much money they're spending at daycare. You can think, okay, maybe I can think of a way to help people save money or spend money more wisely. If people are spending a lot of time talking about sports and that's interesting to you, you can create content about sports and helping people understand sports. Again, when it comes to being successful online, you only have to solve problems. You only have to, and not even huge problems, you only have to solve small problems and help people get from point A to point B. Heather says, yep, life happens and you fall off the wagon on the whole new year, new me. Yeah, new year, new me is the worst. In fact, I was, back when I was a center director for Concordia University, CUW. And every year I was responsible for the marketing for my center. I was the kind of like the director, center director. And so when we were coming up with marketing plans, I said, hey, what about instead of saying new year, new me, how about new year, same me, but just a little bit better or a little bit different? Because that's the change people need to make. A small, subtle tweak to your life will make huge ripple effect. It's kind of like the butterfly effect. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, but one subtle change in your life, giving up, instead of watching your stories. My mom used to love watching her stories at lunchtime. Instead of watching your stories, like General Hospital and those other ones, take that time and learn a skill, develop a skill. Hey, Heather. Heather moved to TikTok. Yeah, take the time to learn a skill, develop a skill in that 1 hour, and you'll see a huge difference in your life. And that's really all we're talking about. You can make drastic changes in 1 hour. I was meeting with a client earlier today. Thanks for the likes, Heather. I was meeting with a client earlier today, and she's like, man, I got 14 hours a week to dedicate to my business. And I'm like, well, take 2 hours to create content, batch create your content. For you, it could be an hour. So, set up the way that you batch create your content is you get all of your ideas, have your hooks, your stories, whatever it is, have it on a Google Doc or sheet, have it on your notepad if you have a Mac. Prop your computer up or prop your phone up or your camera. I use this camera. This is a Sony, I don't know. This is a Sony A7R something. I don't know. Prop it up for 1 hour and just talk right into your camera. Do that for 1 hour. And then when you do that for an hour, take another hour and edit the videos down. So you're going to have your phone or your computer up and you're just going to talk right into it for an hour. The next day, edit. Hey, thanks for the likes. Joel, I appreciate it. Heather, I appreciate it. The next day, you edit. So you take the 30 minutes or 1 hour clip, and you make them into smaller clips. If you do that, you'll go from having a 30-minute video to like 21 or 30 pieces of content. You then take those 30 pieces of content and then you can upload them to YouTube or upload them to TikTok or Instagram, wherever you like to hang out. and you have all of your content done for the week or 2 weeks, depending on how many videos you upload. But that's 3 hours right there. You still have time to write a blog post if you want, make long form content. But instead of striving to be a new you, be that same person, because people like that person, and it's impossible to be a new you in essentially overnight. It's going to take, as I mentioned, years. And I even put this in an email. It took me many failed attempts at starting a business to get to where I am today. I've tried all of the different shortcut things. I purchased thousands of dollars worth of software that claimed to be done for you, knew me just a little bit better. Yes, living as Christian P. That's all it takes. Just be a little bit better. Subtle 1% improvement every single day. That's literally all we're talking about. So what I would do, same me, just a little better. Yes, same you, just a little bit better. So what I would do if I were getting started today and I want to do 1% improvement, like I said, I would start off tracking my habits, seeing where I have extra time. So assuming I only have 1 extra hour per day, I only want to dedicate 1 extra hour. The first day or two, we track the time. The next couple days, I am writing down my skills, what I like to talk about, my hobbies, what I enjoy. Within 1 hour, I could have a list of 20 different skills, hobbies, job function, responsibilities. The next day, I can I can have my niche, or the thing I like to talk about. People call it niche. It's just going to be your area of focus. That's going to be based off of your skills, your hobbies, your experience, your expertise. So that's like 4 or 5 days. You're already 1% better each day. After that, I'm going to go out and find the questions that people are asking. Think about that. Think about the questions that you asked in order to get to where you are. What questions did you ask to go from no knowledge to some knowledge? Again, take an hour to do that. And then the next day, you're going to create a video, create content, prop up your phone or iPad, whatever it is, and you're just going to make videos answering those questions just for that day. The next day, you're going to edit that down to individual videos. Now that you've got your videos figured out for the entire week, you're going to maybe create a landing page. Now use Gbolt Systems, as you can see here, use Gbolt Systems to create your landing page. Now that you've got your landing page, the next day you create a lead magnet, the thing that you're going to give away to your target audience. The beauty of this is that we're making little steps, little changes. We're not saying, oh, I got to have my niche figured out. The problem that a lot of people run into is on January 1st or 2nd, they say, I got to go from 0 to 10. I got to have everything figured out in this one day for my business. And then that's when they fail, because you're going to run into a series of speed bumps that you're going to turn into roadblocks. So what I'm proposing that you do, very simple. Take the entire thing of becoming a business and break it down into little micro pieces every day so that you can be just a little bit better. I mean, we're talking about 1%. 1% is, when you think about it, it's not that much. But if you do 1% every single day or 6 days a week, what are you going to be at after, at the end of the year? Imagine where you'd be at the end of the year if you just did 1% better every single day or 6 days a week. Anyway, you are taking these small little micro steps towards getting better, towards improving. Some of those micro steps are going to be learning how to do stuff. Like the person that I was speaking with earlier today, she's going to have to spend time figuring out CapCut and how to go from a 40-minute video to 30 individual clips. her 1 hour, her 2 hours might be just trying to overcome a speed bump. Now, if you told yourself that you were going to go from 0 to 10K in 90 days, that speed bump is going to feel like a roadblock. And so what I encourage you to do, if you want to be successful, and this goes for anything, this goes for lifting weights, this goes for, I don't know, eating healthy, instead of trying to go from, like, eating healthy is a really good example. So let's say your diet on December 31st consists of, in the morning, you ate a big breakfast at McDonald's. Lunch, you ate out at Popeyes. Dinner, you had, I don't know, Chipotle, let's say. That was your dinner. That was your meal on December 31st. And now you made this, you told yourself, I am going to have a new year, new me. Starting January 1st, I am not going to have any sweets. I'm not going to have any, I'm not going to eat out, blah, 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 blah. Well, I guarantee you 3 days in, you're going to fail. You're going to have a sweet. You're going to eat at the restaurant. What I recommend and what I think works a little bit better is we start pulling out some of those things. So maybe instead of going to McDonald's, you go somewhere a little bit healthier. Or when you go to McDonald's, you pick a healthier alternative. Yeah, so Kirsten says, this helps me out. I have a habit of trying to rush myself, but I must remember it takes time and I'm not perfect. Yes, that's 100% correct. It will take time and you are not perfect. You've got to give yourself some grace, because what's going to happen is you're going to run into speed bumps. And I like to talk about speed bumps versus speed bumps versus roadblocks. Speed bumps are things that are going to slow you down. For example, maybe your landing page isn't configured correctly, or maybe the internet goes down or something like that. Roadblocks will make you turn around and reconfigure. Greatly enjoying your videos and going to message you later concerning affiliate marketing on Pinterest. Don't have a laptop or computer, only my smartphone. New to all of this. You are solid and inspired. Hey, happy to help, Ashwin. Roadblocks are things like your Etsy account getting shut down because you were infringing on Disney's copyright and trademarks. In the very beginning, speed bumps will feel like roadblocks because you've never overcome those speed bumps before. Speed bumps will slow you down. Roadblocks will stop you in your tracks. Roadblocks are like when trees are fallen in the middle of the road after a storm. They make you turn around, stop what you're doing. And so if you are going too fast, if you are trying to go, hey, Heather, do you want to go live? Let me know. If you are going too fast, if you are trying to be a new year, new you, every speed bump that you hit is going to turn into a roadblock, and it's going to stop you from moving forward. So again, I urge you to slow down. Most likely, you're not going to make 10K in 90 days, and that's okay. Most likely, it will take you 90 days to figure out how to do what I considered like basic stuff. It won't take 90 days. It'll probably take at least a month. And if you're trying to be a new year, new you, you're going to give up. You will give up before you figure it all out. But if you focus on being just 1% better and ask yourself, how can I become 1% better today? What can I do today that'll make me 1% better than I was yesterday? Once you figure that out, do that one thing, you will be confident, you'll be successful, you'll be happy, you'll be energized, and you'll be able to piggyback off of that energy for the next day. You'll be excited to do that thing. Do you guys have any questions? I know I've been talking for about 25 minutes straight. You guys have any questions for me? Let me know if this is making sense. Let me know if I'm off base. But for me, when I can break things down into small, incremental things, I'm more efficient. I'm better at what I'm doing. And I urge you guys to all do that too. New year, same you, just a little bit better. Hey, Alton, what's going on? Yeah. But really, that's probably that's going to be the focus for me in 2024, is just being 1% better every single day. Figuring out what I can do today to be a little bit better, maybe a little bit more efficient. That's going to be my goal, is to be more efficient, to be more productive, 1% more productive. I'm doing all right. Can't complain. Oh, you requested to join? I don't know. Heather, let's see. I'm going to hit an invite. Maybe that'll work. Do I need a website for a landing page? A website is a landing page. A landing page is a website, I should say. Russell Brunson is probably the greatest marketer out there. Hey, Heather, how's it going? I can't hear you. How about now? Hello? Hey, Heather, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Good. How is your business going? We haven't talked in a while.
It's doing okay. I've just reverted back to doing just affiliate marketing right now.
Okay.
The potential was I found some vendors to potentially work with, but I found out they didn't have legal rights to sell their product, and I'm not going to get slammed with copyright infringement.
Yeah.
So now I'm going back to tier 1 affiliate marketing, work on my crafting, and then build up my product to then sell.
Okay, cool. I know that you were doing a few different things with affiliate marketing. One of them was you were doing, was it the Amazon discounts and sending them to Facebook groups? Were you doing that?
I was.
Okay.
Now I'm doing it something through, was it a Cherry on Top?
Yep.
It's a scrapbooking company. They have kind of like the same thing.
Okay. Cool. And what's your traffic? Are you doing that all through TikTok?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you've been doing that for a little while now, maybe 6 months?
Yep.
Cool. Awesome. Like I said, we haven't talked in a while. Do you have any questions for me?
I know, like I did earlier, I asked about predictable profits.
Yep.
Since you said that everything was going to be slowly merging over to your new systems,
yep.
I was just going to go ahead and just bebop over to the new system.
Yeah. So if you are a part of anything that I'm offering, you still keep whatever level of service you're with there. And then if you come over to Startup Launchpad, you keep everything, still attend the meetings and whatnot. So yeah, no, we just we'll remove you from, because you're in predictable profits now, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So we could just remove you from predictable profits and then put you on Startup Launchpad, and then you will still have access to the Thursday meetings.
Okay.
So yeah, to make life a little bit easier, make it simple for the transition. Living as Kristen says, do I need a website for a landing page? Like I was saying, Russell Brunson is probably the greatest marketer in the world. He has convinced everyone that you no longer need a website, when in reality, a landing page is a web page on a website. And so yes, you technically need a website in order to have a landing page. Now, I think part of it's semantics. When people think website, they think I need to have a blog, I need to have 3 million blog posts up, when in reality, no, you don't need to have all of that. You just need to have one landing page and then a thank you page letting them know that they submitted their thing correctly. So yeah, let's talk a little bit, while I've got you, Heather, let's talk a little bit about everything that's included in Startup Launchpad. So you get the 2-week free trial of G-Bolt Systems. As I showed you yesterday, it's your one-stop shop for all of your marketing needs. You can schedule and upload your social media content. Happy birthday, Skylar. You can build your landing pages. You can build your website if you wanted to. You can actually store your files, like your lead magnet, inside of G-Bolt Systems. And we have we have monthly meetings where it's me hopping on and answering questions that you have. Again, it's that one-stop shop and it's beginner friendly. It's designed to help people that are brand new to marketing get their feet wet, get up and running, and to understand what it takes to be successful. There's a ton of training, all sorts of stuff in there designed to help people get up and running. Like I said, 2-week free trial. You just pay the new account setup fee. Everybody's got to pay that fee, but other than that, you are good to go. Let's see. Hi, it's my birthday today. Say happy birthday to me in the chat. Oh, Skylar, you need attention, huh? Keep going, guys. You'll make it 100%. Any other questions?
No, I don't have any other questions. I know that, let's see, I know I'm part of the Amazon influencer program.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get that up and going. I haven't put any videos up.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I need to get that going. I've been trying out something called Benable, and that seems to be doing okay.
Well, I haven't heard of Benable. What is that?
It's like it's kind of like an Amazon storefront, okay, but it's lists, and it's connected to like over 3,500 stores, and you type in a product, and it will search for an affiliate link for you. And if somebody clicks on it to buy, you get the commissions for that. Like I made a list for books I was going to read in 2024. Mm-hmm. And I've already made 2 sales off of that. Made a list for items from the Dollar Tree you didn't know you needed for your craft room. Sure. That's a good hit.
And so where are you you're putting these lists on Binnable?
Yes.
Okay. How large is Binnable? Is that like, is it a competitor to Amazon or like, how are people getting to this website? And you said it's Binnable?
Yeah, Binnable. It's like invite only.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that makes a little more sense why I haven't heard of it. But one thing that you mentioned, Amazon influencer. Essentially what you can do, and there are a few videos on TikTok talking about it. Essentially what you can do is you can look at the products that you've purchased recently, see if they're available to buy on Amazon, and you can create reviews around it. You can create unboxings, you can talk about it. And the way that it works is anytime someone searches a product on Amazon, there are videos around that product. And if someone watches like 30 seconds of your video and they buy a product within that category, you can earn a commission. And so it's a really good opportunity. If you have to have a little bit of a social media following. I've seen as low as like maybe 500 followers. I don't know exactly how many, but it is an opportunity for people to pursue. You literally create videos. You don't have to show your face. The reason why it's such a great opportunity is you don't have to drive traffic anywhere. One of the drawbacks to being an affiliate marketer is you create content and then you've got to drive traffic. Hey, Kim, you've got to drive traffic to the products that you're an affiliate on. Because Amazon is the largest e-commerce platform in the world, you literally you just have to make the videos and the traffic is already coming to you. And so that's why it's a really good opportunity to pursue if you can become an influencer. And the other thing too is you don't have to buy the product through Amazon. The product just has to be on Amazon. So if you buy the product from Best Buy, for example, but the product is sold on Amazon, you can still make one of those videos. And you can make the videos with your phone, like a 1-minute video. All cool things that you can do. There's a lot of opportunities in 2024 that weren't there 5 years ago. So I think that's it. Are you going to be on the call on Thursday?
Yes. Yep.
Awesome. Cool. All right. I hope your family is doing well. I hope you have a happy new year, and we'll see you on Thursday.
See you on Thursday. Thank you.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
All right. So, hey, let's see if Kim is available. Kim, I just sent you an invite if you want to hop on and hang out for a minute or two. Anyway, your focus, your goal for the rest of forever is not to become this new person. Because if you try and become a new person, you're going to be disappointed with yourself and you will give up much before you become this new person. So instead of becoming somebody new, just become 1% better. And once you become 1% better every day, not just 1% better out of the 365 days, just become 1% better every single day, and you will be surprised with the results. And this is something anybody can do. And you can apply this to any aspect of your life. If you've got kids, try and become a 1% better parent. Become a 1% better cook. It's the incremental changes that make the biggest changes in your life. Anyway, that's really all I have for you guys. Do you guys have any questions for me? I got a few people in the chat still. I urge you guys, if you're looking to get started with your online business, check out gboltsystems.com. You can start your online business. It is a free 2-week trial. You just pay the new account setup fee. Gbolt Systems is designed to help you get up and running, starting your own online business. It is your one-stop shop for everything. It includes your marketing. So like you can schedule, upload to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and TikTok. You can create landing pages. You can create sales pages. You can sell your own digital products right through Gbolt Systems. It really is your one-stop shop. There are monthly live training held by me. There are new trainings every single month as well. It is definitely the best value for your buck because everything is in one place. I'm going to hang on for a couple more minutes, and if there aren't any other questions, anything that's pressing, anything that you want to know, that's it for today. Today's relatively short. Usually I go for about an hour. Today is only about 38 minutes because I just want to make sure that everyone starts thinking differently about the new year. Don't think about having to become this whole new person. You're welcome, Dame. Yeah, just don't try and become a whole new person overnight. What does it cost after the 2-week free trial? $67 per month. Cancel anytime. Yep, $67 per month. Yeah, so the main message, 1% better. Don't try and become a new person overnight because you will quickly fall back into those old habits. And it might be worse. You might regress. Can I do faceless videos for Amazon influencer? Yes. Yep. In fact, a few of the videos that I've done, I would say most of the videos that I've done are just me pointing my camera at the product and talking about it for a minute or two, or doing a voiceover while I do an unboxing. But yeah, you can do that. Any other questions for me today? No? Well, you guys have a great night and go out and be 1% better.